Hello everyone, welcome to this video where we are going to go through smart number, which is a problem under debugging section of algorithm on HackerRank. So what is this problem about? In this challenge, the task is to debug an existing code, so we are still in the area of debugging. A number is called a smart number if it has an odd number factor. So what does that mean? That means if you count the number or divisor of a given number, if it is odd, then the number is a smart number. So that is what it means. Now, given some number, find whether they are smart number or not. Debug the given function is smart number to correctly check if the given number is a smart number. This is the most important thing you should keep in mind. You can modify only one line in the given code, and you cannot add or remove new line. Really important, because even if you add a space anywhere, it's going to crash. So let us see what we have. This is our function smart number, which is supposed to return true if the number is smart and false otherwise. And we said a number is smart if it had a odd number factor. Let us dive into understanding what a factor is. If I have a number like 6, the number of divisors of 6 are actually 1, 2, 3, and 6. Right? If I have a guy like 4, the number of divisors of 4 is actually 1, 2, and 4. So we can see that this is actually the total number of divisors of this guy is actually 4, and the total number of divisors of this guy is actually 3, and 3 is an odd number. So from this you'll be able to understand where we will go. So this is actually not smart, and this is actually a smart. Why is this guy smart? Because it had this is smart because it has an odd number factor. And how will you determine if a number has an odd number factor? One thing you should be aware of, that factors always go pair to pair. So this one goes with this one, this one goes with this one, this one goes with this one, and this one goes with itself. That means if the number is a number that is that has a int square root, that means if the number has a square root, that means the total number of factor is going to be odd, because we are going to have one number which is going to be paired by itself, and we are going to have the other being paired together. So to solve it easily, you just need to check if the square root of this guy is a int, or if you take the square root of this guy and you multiply it by itself and it return the number, then it's a full square root, then the number is smart. Let us see what has been implemented. So they started like this. So they find the square root, and they're checking if the square root, if the num divided by val is equal to val. Whereas what we want to check is that if the val times val is equal to the num. If the val times val is equal to num, that means it is a smart number, because it's going to have an odd number factor, otherwise no. Okay, so that being said, let us test and see. You have everything green, everything is correct, perfect. So like I was saying in the previous video, which was also the debugging, if you haven't seen, I really advise you to go and check. It is really important to keep in mind that you need to respect the condition here, because if I even add a space here and I try to submit again, it will not work. So if you are missing, maybe it's not just that you are not writing the right condition, it's maybe because you have nothing as seen as the output, but it's not working anymore because I have extra space. So really keep in mind that when you're working, and make sure that in this specific case you change only one line, and for each of the debugging problem, make sure that you respect the node, because you always have a constraint on the number of lines you need to modify for it to be accepted. So this was my way of solving this. I hope you do enjoy it. Feel free to give me a feedback. I'll be really happy to interact with you regarding this. See you on the next video. Ciao.